that was great, incredible, well done. Let's go to the media and hear some of your great questions. All right, my man.
How you doing? Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Colin Keys from the Irish Independent. Just to put this to Katie. Katie, there are your precious belts in front of you there, yet you came out here first tonight. Is there an illusion being created that you're somehow the challenger here? And the second part of my question is, what weight is this fight fixed at? My understanding it may be 136 pounds. That's down from the 140 that it is supposed to be at.
Yes, the fight's at 136 pounds. That was in the contract. But all these belts are obviously still on the line. And I know that I'm coming out on stage first year, and I'm being announced in the ring on Friday night first as well. But this is an MVP show. I don't really care about any of that stuff, and my mindset doesn't change. This stuff is just nonsense, really. But I'm just stepping in there with a champion's mindset. I'm stepping in there, giving it my all, and I'm as hungry as ever. And this is just an MVP show. I know that everyone on this behind MVP are against me, but that's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andre, hello everybody. Ricardo Torres from Telemundo. Amanda.
Oh, one second. Let's go to Andreas first and then you.
Andreas Hale, ESPN. This question is for Katie and Amanda. Listen, we've heard that this is going to be the final chapter, but Amanda, if you do win, do you think there's a possibility of a fourth fight?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm kind of tired of Katie Taylor. You know, we have great moments together. We have great fights together. But hey, two is better than one, right? She'll have two and I'll have one, so she can live with that.
Katie, same question to you. If something happens and you do lose this fight, would you want to fight her again, or are you done with this afterwards?
Well, I'm taking the third fight, so I don't. If she wants a fourth fight, I'll take it as well.
Of course, everybody is paying good money.
But we'll see what happens. Let's just focus on Friday night first.
One last question is for Alycia Baumgardner. Alycia, when you got announced to be signed to MVP, you were put in the main event of this fight. There's pressure because, yeah, there's the 250,000, but millions of people are going to be tuning in to see you perform, as MVP has kind of set you up to be the future of MVP. Do you feel the pressure that comes with performing on Friday night?
No, I don't feel the pressure. This is just another opportunity, just at another bigger stage that I've been on. And this time, the world gets to see worldwide. And I just have to address, when she said to make me uncomfortable, baby, I breathe in uncomfortable places. And this brick weighs 250 pounds. So tell her that in Spanish.
Okay, my man.
All right, Ricardo Torres from Telemundo. Amanda, 2 days to go. Give me a sense of how you feel mentally, physically for this third fight.
Ready, soy lista. I want to get it over with. I want to put those gloves on and go at it once again. It's an honor to share the ring with Katie Taylor, and you guys are going to be witnessing greatness in that ring come July 11th.
All right, all the Latin community, all the Boricuas are going to be watching. Do you have a message for them?
Claro que sí, ve. Yo voy con todo menos miedo como siempre, mi gente. Te quiero mucho y te veo ahí.
Thank you.
I did want to ask Savannah Marshall a quick question because it has been 2 long years since your last boxing match. And I heard you do an interview with Steve Bunce earlier in the week where you said that because of your foray into MMA, when you got back into boxing training, you kind of had to relearn a few things because the MMA training changed things up, right? The stances and whatnot. Can you tell us about your confidence heading into Friday night? Because 2 years is a long time for a fighter like you to be away.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very, very long time. But it's not like I've had 2 years sat on the couch. I've been in the gym. I've competed in MMA, so I've been active. I've been fit. And yeah, it was hard coming back to boxing. You know yourself, the stance, everything's different. But look, I've boxed for a very long time, so muscle memory soon kicked in, and I'm where I need to be.
And for Shadasia, can I ask, I mean, obviously you had a great performance back in November, but I'm sure you would agree she is the most accomplished opponent that you have faced thus far. Do you agree with that statement? And if so, what do you think needs to be done in order to beat her?
I'm expecting the best Savannah Marshall ever. She's a former undisputed world champion, and that's what we've trained for. So we train 200% for the best Savannah Marshall come July 11th, and you'll see the best Shadasia Green, and we'll put on a beautiful performance.
Let's go back to Lydia right over here.
I'm Kelly Cloutier. I'm from CBC Radio-Canada, Quebec, in Trois-Rivières.
Ah, bonjour. Ça va?
Oui. Mais j'aurais aimé poser une question en français, mais comme il n'y a pas de traducteur, I'm going to go ahead.
I could do it for you. I could flex my translation muscles if you want.
Okay.
Demande en français.
I can answer. I can ask in English, but I would like to answer both languages.
Okay, sure.
Possible? Okay. Good. So, Tamm, first of all, how do you feel to be here tonight, to be part of this? And then the other question is, since your pro debut, you have fought under men's rule with 3 minutes round. When do you think you will no longer be the exception, but the norm?
Okay, so I'll answer in English first, and then I'll answer in French. Listen, this is very exciting. A year ago, it was the Olympic Games, and my heart was broken. And here I am today, sitting here with these great women, and I'm excited. Like, I definitely just have 2 fights, but I definitely have my place here. I've been boxing a long time, and I'm just really excited. Fighting threes for me is normal. I've been doing this for nearly a decade. I'm lucky it's not out of the norm for me. I got to choose this. And hopefully, if women want to, they get to choose this as well. Alors en français, je suis super excitée d'être ici. L'année passée, j'étais au jeu, j'étais déçue, j'ai eu le cœur brisé. Puis j'ai été capable de me relever, j'étais capable de revenir ici, super excitée sur une grosse carte, une carte historique avec des femmes incroyables. Puis le fait que je boxe des 3 minutes, ben pour moi c'est normal. Moi c'est la norme. Ça fait plus de 10 ans, quasiment 10 ans que je fais ça. Moi j'ai eu le choix de le faire. Je suis très fière de ce choix-là. Et j'espère que dans le futur, les autres femmes vont avoir le choix aussi, qui veulent ou qui veulent pas.
Merci. Bon courage. Let's go right over here.
Jorge Mercado from Claridad. First, I want to start with a footnote. Congratulations for both Kathy and Amanda, what you represent in the ring for the female fighters, what you represent outside of the ring, what you do in the communities, Kathy in your home land, Amanda in Puerto Rico and New York. Congratulations for that, you making history. But I have a question, and all the boxing world, Amanda issued a challenge to Kathy on the second fight to do 3-minute rounds and 12 rounds like the males. And why was that? Why you didn't accept that challenge?
Well, because I won the second fight. I think it would have been a lot different if she was a champion. She's not, like I said in the last press conference, she's not in a position to dictate the terms of the fight. I'm the champion, she's not.
Amanda, what do you think about that answer?
I mean, if she knew she was the dictator and the champion, she should have never accepted the challenge or shook my hand on it. But it is what it is. We're going to go off 2 minutes.
All right, before we go to you, let me ask Ellie Scotney a question. What a big opportunity it is for you to be here, and you corrected me back in April. You said you fought top talent, you're a champion. This isn't new for you, but when you signed with MVP, did you know that something like this was in the works, or did this come after you agreed to join forces with Nikisa and Jake?
It certainly came after. Even sitting here now, it probably hasn't sunk in, and I don't think till after Friday night, I probably speak for everyone, we won't realise the movement with female boxing, and this is just the start, and I'm so buzzing to be part of it.
I'll ask your opponent, Yamileth Mercado, a question as well. Ellie is undefeated. She has looked very good in her first 10 pro fights. In your opinion, what needs to be done to defeat her on Friday?
Yamileth, tu rival tiene una marca perfecta, está invicta, se ha visto muy bien. ¿Qué tienes que hacer tú para ganarle el viernes por la noche?
Yo he realizado una gran preparación. Tengo más experiencia que ella en peleas. Entonces no me intimida su récord perfecto. Yo creo que se acaba esta noche.
Well, all I can tell you, I have confidence in my preparation. I've got more experience than she has in fights, And so that doesn't intimidate me. That perfect record doesn't intimidate me, and that perfect record will end tonight.
We're not fighting tonight. We're not fighting tonight.
That night.
That night. How do you say Friday in Spanish?
El viernes.
Yes, yes, exactly. Okay, you go ahead.
Charlotte Daly with the Daily Mail. Question for Amanda Serrano. You fought Katie Taylor twice, and in your eyes, you believe you won both fights. Can you talk to me about how kind of demoralising it was after that second fight to have given it your all and not come away with the result, and how you kind of mentally regrouped and rebuilt that confidence going into this trilogy, because you now sound like you have that mojo back?
Yeah, no, losing is never fun, but you only lose if you feel like you lost, and I didn't feel like I lost. My team told me I didn't lose. They're proud of me, so I'm okay. Like Jake Paul said, we turn that L into a W, and that's what we're gonna do come Friday night.
But you did lose a fight. You did lose.
Just a question for Katie as well. MVP has obviously been championing women's boxing. They're putting on big events, big career paydays for women. They've also just signed someone who has been wanting a third fight with you for a long time in Chantelle Cameron. Is there a world that we see that fight happen now that she's with MVP?
I think everyone wants to fight me. I can only fight one person one time, so let's get over Friday night and then you can ask me that question.
Thank you very much. Go ahead. It's my guy from Uncrowned. What's up?
The Cherneka from Uncrowned. Thank you for having me here. Question for Katie Taylor. You're up 2-0 against Amanda Serrano. Where does this third fight rank in terms of importance compared to the first two? And is there anything you are trying to prove to yourself and or to the fans by taking this third bout?
I just took the third fight obviously because I love these kind of challenges, and I do believe I can beat her again. In terms of the importance of this fight, I feel like even after the first fight, I didn't think it was going to get any bigger than that, but here we are. This fight is even bigger than the last two, and to be headlining such a huge card, to be headlining an all-female card is an absolute privilege. It's an amazing situation, and these are the kind of nights that I actually dreamt of as a kid, to be in this position, headlining a big show like this, headlining a show full of these amazing women behind me. This is an absolute privilege to be in this position, and I just thank God that I'm here, and I'm 2 days away from making history again.
Thank you, Katie. And for Amanda, you're fighting at home at Madison Square Garden where this trilogy all began. What would it mean to you to finally get a win over Katie at the world's most famous arena?
Well, it surely will be an amazing feeling. It's where everything came together, and yeah, to bring those belts right back over the bridge will be really cool.
Thank you.
And I know your brother Daniel would be very happy if you won in this building. This is his favorite building. Shout out to Daniel wherever he may be. Can I ask a question to Shurretta? Shurretta, when we were here in April, you had another opponent that you were getting ready for, right? Dina Thorsland. Unfortunately, she cannot compete. She announced that she is pregnant. Congratulations to her. When you found out that it was going to be Cherneka Johnson, what was your reaction?
I'm about to beat her up too and get her belt. Same result. Different opponent, same mission.
All right, let's ask Cherneka her response to that. You were on the outside looking in and then got the call. What was your reaction when you found out that A, you'd be fighting her, but then the fight got elevated to an undisputed title fight? What did you think?
Excited. Like, I was waiting for an opportunity to fight the winner of them, and it presented itself. So to be fighting for the undisputed on this all-women's card is just amazing.
I think you also had a question for her, right?
I do. I would love to know where the nickname come from.
Chicken, right? But it's spelt a little different.
We came from chicken sticks. I used to run track.
Oh, chicken, like your legs?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you have it. Hopefully no running in the fight on Friday. There's a lot of talk about running in fights these days.
Am I going to be running?
Yeah, no, I said hopefully not. It was a joke. It was a bad joke.
Oh, no, I'm not going to. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to be running.
Yeah.
You know, I'm bringing it.
All right. Can't wait, and your fighting history would suggest that. All right, go ahead.
Junior Reyes from Sports Legends PR. Amanda, Katie, check this out. 20 years ago, Felix Tito Trinidad against Winky Wright. They made a promise. Whoever lost has to take the winner to their country to learn about their culture. Would you be willing to make a promise of that magnitude and shake hands right now in Madison Square Garden or Netflix?
Listen, we can have dinner together and learn about each other's play. You know, I've learned a lot through Katie, to her family. She has an amazing family, amazing team. Unless she wants to come learn some Spanish and eat some good food, we have good food in Puerto Rico.
I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. Sounds good.
It's just Ireland is too far though, right? How far is Ireland?
I'm a plane 7-hour flight.
Oh no, mine is 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Mine is a lot closer.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Sara del Valle from Nuevo Día, Nos Pepe in Puerto Rico. I have a question for Amanda and another for Mrs. Katie Taylor. Amanda, what will it mean to become undisputed in the second weight class, especially against Katie Taylor?
Becoming undisputed champion first time for Puerto Rico, being the first out of Puerto Rico, was truly an amazing accomplishment for me and for my island. And to become two division will be even better. But my biggest accomplishment is becoming a 7 division world champion. I never thought that I would get another opportunity to be undisputed in another division. So obviously that's be truly amazing. But I mean, my biggest accomplishment is being a 7 division world champion.
For Katie, how does it feel to be closing this trilogy with Amanda Serrano at the Madison Square Garden? What makes this third fight different from the first two?
I think just headlining another historic night is absolutely huge for both myself and Amanda. This is a history-making event. Like we said, we didn't think it was going to get any bigger after the first fight, but this is absolutely huge that the sport is in a position where we're headlining a top quality all-female card. Like every single female fighter here is an outstanding fighter. We're going to see the best of women's boxing on Friday night. It's going to be live on Netflix for the whole world to see. This is a huge moment for women's sport. And so I think just being in this position for myself and Amanda is probably the biggest accomplishment of our lives.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wanted to ask a question to Jessica Camara. Obviously, there was some talk about Chantelle's whereabouts, but she might have landed already. I was told it was around 6:45 or so. Were you at all nervous about how this was all going to play out, because this is obviously such a big fight for you?
I mean, all of that's out of my control, so I was just hoping, everything was good with her. But yeah, I heard she's on her way. Maybe she's here already, so I'm happy to hear that.
What needs to be done to beat her on Friday?
I'm sorry?
What needs to be done to beat her on Friday?
I mean, just apply pressure, make her uncomfortable, and just dig deep, make it a war.
Thank you very much. I wanted to ask Ramla a question as well. They were talking about accomplishments. Your list is pretty extensive. I went through it when we introduced you, but as far as a stage like this, an opportunity like this, your first fight with MVP, where does this rank for you, considering all the great things you've done so far in your young life? Wow, quite the clock.
You've put me on the spot now. I'm blushing.
Talk about yourself. Be proud.
Oh, I don't like to talk about myself. I get a bit awkward. I think fighting on, first of all, I want to say Alhamdulillah. I'm so blessed to be here. I'm so blessed to be fighting amongst all these incredible fighters here in a historic event such as this, live on Netflix at MSG. I fought here twice before, but this is the first time that I'll be competing in the main arena. So that's like legacy stuff, basically. I know I'm like so low on the undercard, but it's still, for me, it's like legacy stuff. So yeah, I think this is probably up there with the list of things that I've accomplished in my life, and I'm just so blessed to be here.
For your opponent, she's being very bashful. She has done a lot, and like she has said, she's fought here a couple times before. For you, are you trying to spoil this party? She's one of the newest members of MVP. Are you trying to come in here and say that you're not just here to be an opponent, you're here to steal the show from her?
Lila Furtado,
Ela disse que você já teve várias lutas dessa forma e a pergunta é saber se você está aqui para derrotá-la ou não.
Sim, claro, eu vim preparada.
Yes, of course, I came prepared.
I could have translated that.
Obrigado, short and sweet, representing Brazil. And I'll ask Mary a question as well. Talk about stealing the show. Obviously, there's a lot invested in Tamm, and she's talked about her journey, Olympics and whatnot. I'm wondering if that's part of the mindset, to spoil what she started so far in her very short but undefeated pro career.
I mean, that's the plan, but honestly, I'm just grateful to be on this stage, and I just want to do my best, so, you know, I'm just looking forward to fighting Friday.
And she talked about the importance of 3-minute rounds. What does that mean to you?
That's just how it should be, so that's all I think about it.
All right. Short and sweet. I think you can gather that the time for talking is over. I think most of these women are tired of me asking them questions, and all of you. Yes, Amanda, you agree with that? Well, you're the star of this show.
But wait, I do have a question for Netflix.